First, we're going to download LinPeas. You can get this at the LinPeas GitHub. Here I'm realizing that I want this to be in my downloads folder. So we're going to change directories to downloads. Then we're going to wget. And there we have downloaded LinPeas. Going to clear our screen so you guys can see what's going on. Now I've got LinPeas downloaded. Now that LinPeas is downloaded, we want to transfer LinPeas from our attacker machine to the exploited machine, the SSH machine, right? So in order to do that, we are going to host using Python 3-m http http.server 80, and there we are. We're serving HTTP on port 80. Here's where I realize that I've got two terminals. So web hosting server. Sorry if my terminology isn't perfectly accurate there. I'm going to rename this tab terminal. Change the color for fun. And then we're going to change the one that's called terminal to SSH that we're hosting in order to get what we just downloaded from LinPeas. So from this machine, we're looking for this file. We've connected to the machine, but permission denied. This means that Tim does not have the ability to write to his own file. So now we're going to navigate to the var directory, or to his own directory. So we're going to navigate to the var directory, which is generally not var, the TMP directory, which is generally a universal writable directory. And here we are able to download LinPeas. So now that we have LinPeas downloaded, we can run LinPeas on this exploited machine. But first we need to make it executable with chmod plus lowercase x. That big X is about to give me some trouble. And then the file name that makes it executable, the period / and then the file name, the period / says execute this. Got permission denied. I'm gonna maybe get permission denied again because I'm wondering that's not supposed to happen, but I didn't realize that I put a capital X there instead of a lowercase x, which I think I figure out right about now. So then I rerun the command, change mod plus lowercase x, and then the file linpeas.sh. Now execute linpeas.sh and LinPeas should run. LinPeas is running now. We're going to zoom out so you can see what's going on. And here LinPeas is doing all of that, just an incredible amount of enumeration for us. Plus it's got a cute Ninja Turtle looking thing on the home screen. Do you like LinPeas? Yeah, we do like LinPeas. Do you want to learn cloud hacking? Check out training.hacktricks. I'm not sure what that is, but that place. Now here's the legend here for LinPeas. It's color coded. Here you can see red, yellow, 95%. PE vector, red, you should definitely take a look. Light cyan, users with console. Blue, users without console. Amount to devs. Green, common things, users, groups, so on and so forth. And then basic information, system information. Executing Linux exploit suggester. There's a bunch of CVEs here associated with this particular site. Protections, the container details. Here's cloud details. IAM roles, EC2s, all that's associated with AWS. Got some Docker information, processes with credential open files by processes, processes with memory mapped credential files. So much. Check for vulnerable, yada yada yada. That's just one directory after another, services and service files. Here's some red stuff. Unix sockets, here's some red stuff. Dbus analysis. Lots of red stuff. Dbus configuration, network information. Here's some interfaces, some host names, DNS info, active ports. Firewall rules analysis, user information. My user, PGP keys and related files, checking sudo-l. And here we get to the juicy stuff. This is our attack path, the group admin for Tyler. Got more group admin information here. That's right, we're looking for that for Tyler. We've got Tyler's password, and that's where we're going to go with it. So there's LinPeas for you, and there's an overview of how it works. The information just keeps going. More red stuff, more red stuff, more red stuff. So it does all the enumeration for you, and then you can go and check each of these red paths until you find your way in. So again, the bottom of the screen is cut off. We're going to clear that. And we're going to start our attack path now, knowing that we've got that admin dealio going on. We're going to change directory to the root. Then we're going to change directory to var. Then we're going to change directory to log. Now we're going to grep. We're going to make sure it's case insensitive and recursive. And we're looking for the string password. And here we find our password in an SSH log, port 8080 SSH log, got our password. I'm gonna copy that, Control-Shift-C. We're going to switch user to Tyler. Going to enter the correct password. Now sudo-l. See what kind of privileges we got. We're going to add that password. And we've got all. That's right, we've got all. So sudo su. And who am I? I am root. There we are. That is the king daddy. We've got, you can't get any more privileges than root. So now I'm going to do some digging around here until I find the root flag. Then I'm going to find that I need to be in the root folder in order to get to the root flag. So we're going to change directory. The var, change directory again to root lsla, looking for root. Soon I'm going to change directory to the root directory. Right there. cd root. We're in the root directory and we find root.txt right there in the middle. Now we cat out root.txt and we have ourselves our final flag. That's a root flag. Like I said, can't get any better than that. So I'm about to realize that the screen's cut off and I'm going to change the size of this window for you, so that you can see how getting that flag put in there works. So we've had our user flag and there's our root flag. There you have it. From public access to root access. This penetration test of the Silverplatter environment demonstrated a comprehensive methodology. Initial access via CVE 2024-36042. Authentication bypass and CEWL-based credential spraying. Privilege escalation through an IDOR vulnerability to obtain SSH access. And root compromise using both manual enumeration and LinPeas, highlighting the effectiveness of structured reconnaissance over automated tools alone. Thanks for watching. God bless the work of your hands. And my friends, happy ethical hacking. Hack with love, not with hate. Hack with love in your heart. God bless the work of your hands, friends.